You lied about religious views, you lied about your surgery, you lied about your accent and your past tense, all is perjury. You lied about your ghostwriters, you lied about your crew members.
No.
That bit when the deeper voice, the sinister voice comes, it reminds me of Gets.
My man still got 20. They never found no body. They don't know where she buried.
Not Like Us gave him that Usain Bolt victory.
Yes.
No, Usain Bolt, when Usain Bolt wins a race and he's smiling.
Yes!
And celebrating while running. He's like running and he's already celebrating before he reaches the line. This is what Kendrick is doing. This was the win.
Yes.
But Not Like Us was the Usain Bolt win. Like,
it's true.
so, meet the Grahams. This was dropped after Family Matters. 25 minutes or something like that after Family Matters. This guy's taking liberties. Taking a mick, taking a piss, as we say in the UK.
Yeah.
We're also going to talk about the OVO store that got vandalized in London. I can officially say it wasn't us.
No.
It wasn't me. I can only talk for myself. I don't hate Drake.
I don't hate Drake. I don't like Aubrey.
You don't like Aubrey.
That's what I'm saying. I did not.
And we're going to discuss the UK or the British opinion of Drake.
Of Drake.
Drake! Yes! Trust me, daddy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Chosen Wizdom.
And it's your girl, Divergent Girl.
Yes, Divergent Wizdom, and we are back again. And we are going to react to Kendrick Lamar, Meet the Grahams.
Mm-hmm.
Or you Americans will say, Meet the Grahams. Meet the Grahams.
Meet the Grahams.
Meet the Grahams.
We say Graham.
Graham. Just like they say Craig.
Craig. We say Craig.
Craig.
You say, where's Craig? I'm like, who's Craig? You mean
Craig?
Greg with a C? No, Craig.
So, Meet the Grahams. No, I'm joking. We're going to react to this, guys. And we're also going to talk about the OVO store that got vandalized in London, literally a mile away from where we are sitting today. Yep. And we're going to also discuss, in general, the UK or the British opinion of Drake.
Of Drake.
Drake! Yes!
Listen, we can't talk for everybody on these aisles, right? But we have a general feel of what this country is thinking or feeling about this guy called Drake since this beef. Yeah. So we're going to address that today.
Yeah.
What do we really feel, the country as a whole, about this guy? Because let's not forget, Drake has come to the UK.
Yes.
He has collaborated with UK artists. He has. And they've also had their opinion on Drake. So we're going to talk about that as well as reacting to Meet the Grahams. Before we go into it, as usual, guys, smash the like, turn on the notifications. And if you haven't yet subscribed to Divergent Wizdom, do the damn thing. Do it. Do it. I'm joking, guys. But yeah, let's go, man. Anything you want to say to the people before we listen to this one?
No, just that there's been so many tracks dropped in such quick succession that we really want to take our time and let's listen to this. Let's really get involved. Let's see what double and triple entendres are going on. And you guys let us know, like, have we missed something?
Yep.
You guys, especially Americans, you will know, you're in America, you'll have much more insight. So love to hear that from you guys.
We have listened to this before. We have heard this song before because we've already reacted to the other Kendrick Lamar song.
They're not like us. They're not like us.
So we have heard this before, but we've only heard it once. And now Kendrick has lifted the copyright.
What a man.
Kendrick, see, you can't even hate the guy.
No,
even if you're a Drake fan, he's giving you guys money. So we're going to take advantage of that and we're going to blaze this track and we're going to react to it. We only heard it once, but let's listen to it again and see what we can take from this song.
Yeah, what did we miss as well? Because you need a good re-listen to really appreciate him.
So this was dropped after Family Matters, 25 minutes or something like that after Family Matters. This guy's taking liberties. liberties,
Liberties.
taking a mick, taking a piss, as we say in the UK.
Yeah.
This guy is literally the boogeyman, and let's go into it, guys.
Oh yeah, the cover art.
That's something we didn't really pay attention to when we
Yeah.
heard it. So after hearing it one time, I think we kind of noticed that there is cover art. There is, of course, Drake's shirt,
Yeah.
the Maybach glove,
Allegedly all of Drake's belongings, and like you have to like zoom in and really look closely, and you can see
the pills,
prescriptions.
the Aubrey Graham
Mhm.
prescription. So I don't know. Apparently, someone's either taken it from Drake and given it to Kendrick. We don't know the story. I don't think anybody knows the full story about how Kendrick has got these items.
Yeah.
But just the fact that he's got these items is once again another piss take. Like really, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's the psychological stuff really that I'm interested in. I think Kendrick is playing a very psychological game. And once you start playing a psychological game rather than just a rap beef, I think you won. I think it means you're on a different level.
Yeah.
You're in a different playing field. He's taunting this guy. But like I said, let's go into it. Let's react to this.
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father. Let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man. Your dad is not responsive. I look at him and wish your grandpa would have wore a condom. I'm sorry that you gotta grow up and then stand behind them. Life is hard, I know. The challenges always go beat us home. Sometimes our parents make mistakes that affect us until we grown. And you're a good kid that need good leadership. Let me be your mentor, since your daddy don't teach you shit. Never let a man piss on your leg, son. Either you die right there or pop that man in the head.
What? I don't understand that. Did someone really piss on Drake's leg? Is that true? How do we know this?
Yeah. On the internet, everyone's talking about T.I., right? And lovers wanna love. T.I.'s entourage, or maybe T.I. himself, accidentally pissed on his leg. I want to piss on you.
How does it accidentally happen? I don't know.
Everything about this so far, it's the keys. It's kind of like Freddy versus Jason. It's a horror. Sounds like it's a horror music.
Yeah, it feels like it's designed to make you get goosebumps. Your hair stand on end, like, oh my gosh, something ominous and worrying is about to happen around me.
Yeah, I feel like it's trauma. Like he's writing a song, he's addressing, well, we've heard it before, he's going to address the family, and he's addressed Adonis first, his son. If you're Drake and you're hearing this, you're supposed to receive it, and you're supposed to be traumatized, I think. That's what he's supposed to do. Yeah. I think that's where he's trying to go with it. And that's why I'm saying there's a lot of people who don't appreciate this song. And we're going to listen to it, and we're going to try to catch all the bars. But I remember the first time we heard it, it was like, I think this has more meaning. This is deeper. I think Drake will have more nightmares listening to this than listening to They Not Like Us.
Yeah, I agree. As a trauma specialist in my job, this is
He's not even talking to us.
No.
He's just talking to the
it's not to us. It's
smart, it's intelligent.
Directly to him.
Yeah. And people, I mean, like I said, there's two fans here. There are fans of hip hop and there are fans of rap.
True.
Right? And if you're a fan of rap, this is let's continue. Sorry.
Let me be your mentor, since your daddy don't teach you shit. Never let a man piss on your leg, son. Either you die right there or pop that man in the head, son. Never fall in the escort business, that's bad religion. Please remember, you could be a bitch even if you got bitches. Never code switch, whether right or wrong. You're a black man, even if it don't benefit your goals. Do some push-ups, get some discipline. Don't cut them corners like your daddy did. Fuck what Ozempic did. Don't pay to play with them Brazilians. Get a gym membership. Understand, no throwing rocks and hiding hands, that's law. Don't be ashamed about who you with, that's how he treats your moms. Don't have a kid to hide a kid to hide again.
I don't follow celebrity culture, but there was a whole thing about Drake denying that he had a child with an adult film star.
The nigga is hiding his kid from the world, but his world want to hide from the kid?
He said, let me be your mentor to Adonis.
There's not a lot of like there's not a lot of like things to really pause in the song, because he's just spitting straight, but it's just how he's saying it and it's what he's saying.
Yeah.
it's like, and he's saying it in such a calm voice that
Yeah.
it's not even like a diss. It sounds like he's just there as a therapist trying to encourage.
Yes.
And that's even more of a piss take.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'm not going to come at you hard, whatever. I'm going to try to help you. It's just like, it's crazy.
It's
crazy.
not rageful at all.
No. And that
or angry.
And that's what makes it worse in a way.
Yes.
That's what makes it actually worse. Listen to it.
Understand, no throwing rocks and hiding hands, that's law. Don't be ashamed about who you with, that's how he treat your moms. Don't have a kid to hide again, be sure. 5% will comprehend, but 95 is lost. Be proud of who you are. Your strength come from within. Lot of superstars, that's real, but your daddy ain't one of them. And you nothing like him. You'll carry yourself as king. Can't understand me right now. Just play this when you 18.
Oof. I think that's a smart thing to do, to say, listen to this when you're 18. So this is directed at Drake, at Aubrey, not Adonis. It's not for Adonis to sit down. He's a child.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm being compassionate. Listen to this when you're 18.
You know, it's also interesting, the fact that he's calling him a black man and a king and whatnot. Yeah. And it's quite interesting because he doesn't see Drake as a black man, but he's saying, son, you're a black man. So people who are like saying that, you know, Kendrick is, you know, being horrible, being racist, it's like, no, it's about the culture.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. He's like, Drake's not part of the culture. He doesn't see him that way, but he's prepared to call his son, who's probably less black, right? Probably. I think his mum. What's Drake's?
I don't know. I think is she Latina or Arabic or something.
So my point is, he's probably less black than his dad, but he's calling his son black, which is, I think that's even more, that's powerful as well. It's almost a taunt. It's almost a taunt to Drake. You know what I'm saying?
It's like he's saying to, and this is someone I'm outside of black culture, to say, don't separate yourself. You are part of culture too. To Adonis, which Drake didn't get that experience.
He's trying to uplift him.
Yeah.
As well. And all these things. It's like, as a man, to hear another man talk to your son that way, yeah, it's not cool. See, already it's just like first verse and it's heavy.
Yeah, you have a feeling.
Dear Sandra, your son got some habits, I hope you don't undermine them. Especially with other girls that's hurt inside this climate. You're a woman, so you know how it feels to be in alignment with emotion, hoping a man can see you and not be blinded. Dear Dennis, you gave birth to a master manipulator. Even using you to prove who he is a huge favor. I think you should ask for more paper, and more paper, and more paper. I'm blaming you for all his gambling addictions, psychopath intuition, the man that liked to play victim. You raised a horrible fucking person. The nerve of you, Dennis. Sandra, sit down. What I'm about to say is heavy. Now listen.
The nerve of you, sit down.
Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. I think niggas like him should die. Him and Weinstein should get fucked up in a cell for the rest of their life. He hates black women, hypersexualize them with kinks of an info fetish. Grew facial hair because he understood being a beard just fit him better.
Oh my gosh.
Grew facial hair because he understood being a beard fits him better. I think men like him should die. Sit down. What?
Be humble.
Do you know what it's his change as well, from like soft and like to hard as well. It's like, I'm gonna address you, I'm gonna talk to you in certain ways that you understand me, you know?
True.
And I'm gonna fluctuate between addressing you softly and then telling you facts and telling you the hard truths. It's just like, it's genius. I think this is. It's genius.
Because the first verse is to a child, so you be soft or about a child. And now he's being viscerally, he's almost angry at the parents too. You've generated and allowed this.
Sandra the mom and Dennis the dad. I like the fact that he's also talking about Dennis, how he's using Dennis.
Yeah, he put him as album covers before.
To verify or validate his blackness, I guess. And now, if he's doing that, you know, Kendrick is saying, listen, just ask for more money. He's using you, so continue using him. Keep asking for more money. You know what?
That line where he's like, where he says, I think he should die. He's like, really like, I think people like him should die. And his thing is, that's not really a death threat, because he's saying, I think people like him. That's your thought, that's your belief. It doesn't mean you're like saying it should happen. So that's even more, it's really clever.
life. He hates black women, hypersexualize them with kinks of a nympho fetish. Grew facial hair because he understood being a beard just fit him better. He got sex offenders on OVO that he keep on a monthly allowance. And a child should never be compromised, and he keeping his child around him. And we gotta raise our daughters knowing there's predators like him lurking. Fuck a rap battle, he should die so all of these women can live with a purpose. I've been in this industry 12 years, I'ma tell y'all one little secret. It's some weird shit going on, and some of these artists be here to police it. They be streamlining victims all inside of their home and calling them tender. Then leak videos of themselves to further push their agendas. To any woman that be playing this music, know that you're playing your sister, or better yet, selling your niece to the weirdos, not the good ones. Cat Williams, I gave you the truth, so I'ma get mines. The embassy about to get raided too, it's only a matter of time. Hey, Lil Bron, keep the family away. Hey, Curry, keep the family away. To anybody that embody the love for their kids, keep the family away. They looking at you too if you standing by him. Keep the family away. I'm looking to shoot through any pervert that lives. Keep the family safe.
I'm looking to shoot through any
pervert that lives. Keep the family safe. He's telling everyone He's painting a picture of this guy, and he's doing it in a subtle way. Like I always say, sometimes shouting and having. I know everybody wants that party track, and everyone wants to dance all the time. But you got to be able to have an ear that can be receptive to different types of rap. You know, it's just like it's all about dancing and dumbing it down to the common denominator, so everyone can listen, so everyone can buy this, the single or the album or buy into it. Sometimes you just gotta deviate from the norm, be flexible, show your talent, and that's what Kendrick does. And this is haunting.
This
is haunting.
And it links to Kendrick's talked before about generational trauma that he's tried to break in his own family, and he's now giving that advice to the Grahams. He's like, don't let your hypersexualized son go and do crazy things.
Oh man,
it's the rabbit hole. It's a rabbit hole.
It's crazy.
Like your dopamine, you chase more and more, and then you need to heighten that. Where he's like, I've been in this industry and I know some things.
Yeah.
We can take his word for it, kind of, in a way. Not saying that anybody there is anything. It's more about messaging and advice.
Kendrick doesn't like this guy, clearly. That's an understatement. All right, let's go.
Dear baby girl, I'm sorry that your father not active inside your world. He don't commit to much, but it's music, yeah, that's for sure. He a narcissist, misogynist, living inside his songs. Try to destroy families rather than taking
songs.
So, yeah, Kendrick, Claire, I think is insinuating that this guy has another child. I think everyone kind of knows this now. Well, not knows that he has another child, but knows that Kendrick thinks he has another child. This is not, I don't think it's proven yet.
No, I don't think you have to prove it, because there's a real life example of Drake denying a child.
Yeah. He's already on the back foot when it comes to this, because he's already gone through this process with another rapper and been exposed to having a child. So even if it's not true, this allegation is gonna hurt. This will cut through, definitely. So let's go back.
Dear baby girl, I'm sorry that your father not active inside your world. He don't commit to much, but it's music, yeah, that's for sure. He a narcissist, misogynist, living inside his songs. Try to destroy families rather than taking care of his own. She'll be teaching you timetables or watching Frozen with you, or at your 11th birthday singing poems with you.
11? Oh, I forgot about that. 11. 11.
I'm not
Millie Bobby Brown, 11. No, I'm not saying that's his daughter. I'm saying like, that's...
You're silly. Thing is, I'm pretty sure Drake brought her up in his last song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just...
He didn't. He brought up names. No one else brought up names.
All right.
I want to tell you that you're loved, you're brave, you're kind. You got a gift to change the world and can change your father's mind. Cause our children is the future, but he lives inside confusion. Money's always been illusion, but that's the life he's used to. His father probably didn't claim him neither. History do repeats itself, sometimes it don't need a reason. But I would like to say it's not your fault that he's hiding another child. Give him grace, this the reason I made Mr. Morale, so our babies like you can...
Man, his father probably did this to him too. History repeats. Funny enough, he talked about trauma.
Yeah.
And exactly what he's really talking about. And so he's talking about Drake's trauma while trying to traumatize Drake.
Yeah.
In a subtle way, in a creepy. This is crazy.
It's so intelligent what he's doing.
Like I said before, even though Not Like Us, it's a party track, and it will. A lot of people like it because of that.
Yeah.
But in terms of what cuts through to Drake, I think this will cut through to the man's soul.
Yeah. He dropped that he thinks he's a narcissist. Narcissistic personality sort of comes from trauma. It's a defensive thing where you're not loved and you're not cared for and you're not protected in childhood. And so that's how you learn to interact with the world. Yeah. Manipulation, lying, deceiving, like I want to capitalize on things, use people.
The picture that he's painted of him, and when you go back and you look at videos from his childhood and all these things, and when you proper deep it, Drake is a troubled man.
Yeah.
We just need to unshackle ourselves from this love and worship
100%.
of celebrities. Because who the hell are they? They're just humans.
But we tie, and this is part of the marketing, and it's not your fault that you do this, but we tie our egos to our stars, and we then see ourselves reflected. And if you suddenly find out that someone that you worship or
you take it as an insult, you want to defend him with all your heart, and you get angry. I'm like, listen,
because you feel like you're defending yourself. But separate it.
If stuff came out about Kendrick, I'm not going to defend Kendrick either.
No.
Like, why would I? I'm not attached to him. He's not my son or my dad. Like, I don't need. You know what I'm trying to say? But the way that I see some people angrily defending Drake, I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys literally want to die on that hill. Let's just hear the rest of this. So he made Miss Morales. And also another thing, he said he made tracks, the same sort of tracks that Drake's been dissing.
Yeah.
In Family Matters. And, you know, you're a slave and you're trying to free the slaves and all that sort of craziness. If you're a black person and you hear somebody say something about freeing the slaves in their song, and that person has been accused of not being part of the culture, that person's been accused of not understanding black people, and they talk about how you're trying to rap, or Drake's diss to Kendrick is that Kendrick raps like he's trying to free the slaves, i.e. empower black people.
Yeah.
You're using it as a diss. You're playing into Kendrick's hands when Kendrick says you're not one of us. How many songs has this guy Drake made uplifting the culture or uplifting black people? How many?
I don't know. You guys are going to have to tell us. You Drake fans are going to have to let us know. Maybe we are totally reading this wrong, but...
Tell me. Because it seems to me he just makes surface level music to make you dance and stuff and God's plan and all these things. It doesn't talk to us. And there's nothing of substance.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too hard on Drake because at the end of the day, Drake makes good music. But you have to be honest, underneath the music, there is not a lot there.
How much of the music does he actually make himself too? Just listen to the beat, someone else writes some of the lyrics.
I've always said from when it was outed that you do not write all of your own lyrics and you have ghostwriters, you should lose every single rap battle. You should lose your credibility. When did we allow rappers to come out to not write their own lyrics? Singers, fair enough. Singers sing each other's songs and you credit it and all these things, that's fine. But in rap, in hip hop, the best rappers always are the guys who write their own lyrics.
Yeah.
We've allowed this guy to come out and say, I don't write my own lyrics, and be in a rap battle with someone who's authentic, someone who writes all their own lyrics, and still believe they're on equal playing field.
Yeah.
It's how we managed to get here, where a man doesn't even make his own art.
I think
we accept it.
It's part of the vacuous nature of what you described. Like when you go behind everything, Drake is a persona, it's a character. He's really Aubrey. And it all feeds into itself.
I think what Drake has done is given permission for hip hop not to be authentic anymore. He's created a space for all these crazy hip hop artists who don't need to write their own lyrics, don't need to do all these things, have all these gimmicks, right?
True.
He's given spaces for that, and hip hop has been taken away. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's finish this. Let's listen.
But I would like to say it's not your fault that he's hiding another child.
Yes.
Give him grace. This the reason I made Mr. Morale, so our babies like you can cope later. Give you some confidence to go through something. It's hope later. I never want to hear you chasing man, cause it's felt behavior.
Yes.
Sitting in the club with sugar daddies for validation.
Please
you
don't.
need to know that love love is eternity and trumps all pain. I tell you who your father is, just play this song when it rains. Yes, he's a hit maker, songwriter, superstar, right? And a fucking dead beat that should never say more life.
Oh,
Meet the
man.
Grams.
That's
effing dead beach that should never say more life.
It's so potent what he's talking about. Young females, when you don't have your father figure around,
Yeah.
what that means. And he talked about it. He talked
Yeah.
about her. Don't do those things. Don't
do those
chase
things.
a man.
Don't do the things that your dad at the moment, at the age of 37, loves.
Mm.
All the things that he loves and hoes and strippers, all these things, don't be that.
No.
It's that he's almost saying that I'm going to teach you something your dad clearly can't teach you because he is the perpetrator of the same things that I'm trying to protect you from people like your father.
Yes.
That's crazy. Crazy.
Dear Hybrid, I know you probably thinking I wanted to crash your party, but truthfully I don't have a hating bone in my body. It's supposed to be a good exhibition within the game, but you fucked up the moment you called out my family's name. Why you had to stoop so low to discredit some decent people? Guess integrity is lost when the metaphors doesn't reach you. And I like to understand cause your house was never a home. 37 but you showing up as a 7-year-old. You got gambling problems, drinking problems, pill popping and spending problems, bad with money, whorehouse, soliciting women problems. Therapy's a lovely start, but I suggest some ayahuasca. Strip the ego from the bottom. I try to empathize with you, cause I know that you ain't been through nothing. Crave entitlement, but wanna be like so bad that it's puzzling. No dominance. Let's recap moments when you didn't fit in. No secret handshakes with your friend. No culture cachet to binge. Just disrespecting your mother. I didn't.
No culture cachet to binge. Just disrespecting your mother. This is Shane. Listen, this is who you are. Back in the day when you didn't go into this culture, go into the Caribbean culture, eat up, go into this and eat up all these cultures and then present yourself in a different way.
Yeah.
Before that, all of that, what were you?
Yeah. Who is Aubrey, really?
Who is Aubrey?
That's what he's trying to figure out.
No dominance. Let's recap moments when you didn't fit in. No secret handshakes with your friend. No culture cachet to binge. Just disrespecting your mother. Identities on the fence. Don't know which family will love you. The skin that you living in is compromised and personas can't channel your masculine. Even when standing next to a woman, you a body shamer. You go hide them baby mamas, ain't you? You embarrassed of them. That's not right. That ain't how mama raised us. Take that mask off. I wanna see what's under them achievements. Why believe you? You never gave us nothing to believe in. Cause you lied about religious views. You lied about your surgery. You lied about your accent and your past tense. All is perjury. You lied about your ghostwriters. You lied about your proof.
No.
That bit when the deeper voice, the sinister voice comes, it reminds me of Gets. When Gets puts that added layer when he really wants to make it.
Man.
No, this too much.
About it. You lied about it. You lied about it. You lied. Nah, it's just that. It's thing about music, right?
Goosebumps, man.
What Kendrick understands is about creating a feeling.
Yeah.
He's created a feeling, a haunting feeling. He's layered the lie as well to emphasize it, and it's digging into you even more. It's cutting through more, and the keys are so off. I say the keys are off. They're not off, but you know what I'm trying to say.
It's like a sharp. And he's using sharps and flats to like.
No, the climax of this sounds so scary. It sounds frightening.
It does. It like you could imagine take the words away and imagine Freddie or Jason like sneaking into someone that's literal the boogeyman like feeling.
He's managed to create something that Jake couldn't do this.
No.
And this is what I'm trying to let people understand about talent and art and rap. Drake is talented. But when you're seeing a man do different types of beats, different types of genres, different types of styles, not like us is a Drake style. Well, it's a West Coast beat.
Yeah.
But it's, in terms of how pop it is, in terms of the repetition, they're not that curse and they're not that curse. He's trolling Drake, really, with that sort of beat. If you can rap, you can do anything.
Yeah.
Technically speaking. And the skill.
Yes.
The skill base of Kendrick is just higher than the skill base of Drake.
Go go back to Section 80. It's still my favorite album. It's the first one I ever heard. Kendrick's shown who he is. Every album, more versatility, more difference, different kinds of beats, different kind of styles, authentically.
We don't even know who's writing Drake's. We don't even know who's writing Drake's music.
Drake takes, and we're going to talk about it a bit more after the reaction. But what we think here in the UK.
Let's just finish this.
Them baby mamas ain't you embarrassed of them. That's not right, that ain't how mama raised us. Take that mask off, I wanna see what's under them achievements. Why believe you? You never gave us nothing to believe in. Cause you lied about religious views. You lied about your surgery. You lied about your accent and your past tense, all is perjury. You lied about your ghost riders. You lied about your crew members. They all pussy, you lied on them. I know they all got you in them. You lied about your son. You lied about your daughter, You lied about them other kids that's out there hoping that you come. You lied about the only artist that can offer you some help. Fuck a rap battle. This a long life battle with yourself.
Now breathe.
Listen, that last verse is so deep.
Man.
Before it goes out of my head, Drake, he says your identity's on the fence, which is what you see being played out. He's trying to figure out who he is.
Yeah.
And the stuff for me about the misogyny, he talks about him being misogynist in another verse. He's explaining it like, if you're embarrassed and ashamed of the mother of your children, that means you don't respect her to even have sex with her.
Yeah. And
when you take respect out of sex, unless it's like consensual and it's kinks, it's different. When you go around just hoeing around,
I mean, of course not. He didn't respect her. That's why he didn't even want to claim the child. And that is just, when you know you have that shame and someone's bringing that to the forefront, when someone brings a shame to your face like that, because obviously shame is something you want to hide from, right? If someone's doing that and you can't move, it's that sitting in that uncomfortable space. It's crazy. Like, the whole sort of 8 bars, I'm not quite sure how many bars it is, but the lie and the lie and the lie. It's like, you're a liar. That's it. You're done. No one can believe anything you say. You've lied about all of these. The picture he's painted, you've lied about all of these things. So what is the truth? What can we take from you that is real?
Yeah.
Drake isn't even real.
No.
And I think he's successfully demolished this guy's character.
Yeah.
In this track.
It's a full character assassination and reflection. And it's not even done in like I'm just here to just beat you down. It's like, I'm trying to drop knowledge and wisdom on you so you can better yourself and you'll heal your generational trauma. That's what we're all out here trying to do with our families. So
and when Drake made songs about this stuff, because I'm pretty sure Kendrick makes deep songs about this sort of stuff all the time, but Drake just dances and does pop songs. So it's like I said, the skill level, the fact that he can write and address the family and talk to the family and not talk to us and leave us out. Because at the moment, we're third party just listening to a conversation. We're a third party listening to a deep conversation and feeling emotional as a third party. Yeah. Adonis is going to grow up and he's going to hear this stuff. Yeah. He is. And that's also quite powerful. His mum will probably hear it too. So this is not a joke.
No.
This is serious.
I would just invite people to just, Drake fans especially, if you feel triggered by this, it's meant to be, because everything, there are things that anybody can relate to in this song in terms of healing generational trauma, different aspects. So don't feel too, it's not you, okay? He's talking to Aubrey.
Yeah, don't be on the defense. You know, if someone's been alleged to like them young and all these things, don't jump to defend them. Just sit back and just
don't start saying
because you don't want to
the age of consent is this in this state, and then I'm like, whoa, that's not the argument to bring.
When you're doing all these gymnastics and jumping over these hurdles and doing all these things to defend somebody, when you feel like you're just blocking, just stop. You don't need to do that.
No.
You can just walk away from the fight. Be a J. Cole.
Yes.
Always remember a J. Cole exists.
Yes.
So yeah,
we forgot about just what he wanted. He's like, everyone I'm taking a step back, I'm relaxing.
But yeah, whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, Kendrick didn't even need to release Not Like Us. But I mean, he won. He won by 10 points after this, but Not Like Us has made him win by 50 points.
Yeah.
Not Like Us gave him that Usain Bolt victory.
Yes.
No, Usain Bolt, when Usain Bolt wins a race and he's smiling.
Yes!
And celebrating while running. He's like running and he's already celebrating before he reaches the line. This is what Kendrick is doing. This was the win,
Yes.
but not like us was the Usain Bolt win. Like,
It's true.
that's what this is. That's what. Yeah, it's crazy. But,
That's a great analogy.
cool. That was our breakdown. OVO store. Let's talk about the OVO
yes.
store in London.
Yes, indeed.
Let's talk about that. So it seems as if some people listened to this beef, got excited, and went to the OVO store, which is literally a mile from this location, and wanted to vandalize it.
Yeah. Well, I think it was overhyped because really what happened was someone spray painted on a glass window. They're not like us. But the inside of the store was fine. Nothing was touched. Windows were not smashed. I went past there yesterday because it's so local. It's all clean. The store is open. Yep. No one was going in. Let's just put that. No one's going in.
And I can officially say it wasn't us.
No.
It wasn't us. I promise it wasn't us.
It wasn't us.
Well, hold on. It wasn't me. I can only talk for myself. So I'm not a Drake. I don't hate Drake.
I don't hate Drake. I don't like Aubrey.
You don't like Aubrey.
That's what I'm saying. I have no knowledge of anything to do with anything. I just saw a picture afterwards, and I seen it's all cleaned up now. That's all that matters. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we'll mention it, and of course, it's not that deep. Like she said, it's been cleaned up. But I think that sort of fits into our next conversation, really, which is how do Britain, this country, generally, because we can't talk for everybody, feel about Drake now that we've heard these songs, we've experienced the beef, we've heard both sides. What's the general feeling? Mentioning the OVO store being spray painted and vandalized is a good segue because at least it shows that there are at least some people who are not messing with this guy in this country. When it comes to certain allegations, right? Let me tell you about the UK, especially the ones concerning littles, minors. We don't play. There's a lot of people do mental gymnastics saying, oh, this and all that. Listen, until you prove, we've seen the Millie Bobby Brown text. We've seen too much. So, from my perspective, speaking to my homies, speaking to people, getting a general feel, there are people who are slowly turning off Drake in this country. Listen, Drake is a massive pop star. Right. So there'll be loads of people who are still maybe not aware of this beef. Still a lot of people who only listen to his songs and his records and are not going to pay attention to this. Yes. But with regard to the culture, the people who are part of the hip hop culture, not the people who just listen to the pop music, right? They're not really messing with Drake. No.
There was a time period where Drake sort of went to each of our major cities in the UK and went to some of the biggest grime artists. So Heady One, Skepta, who's Tottenham in London, Gigs is South London.
Gigs. So he's worked with, as you said, a lot of the UK stars. So he has come over here. And there's one thing that I noticed straight away when he came over here, and we both noticed, is that his accent started to change.
Man's never been in Marquee when it's shut down, eh? Trust me, daddy.
And now,
hello, mate.
One thing I will say to everybody, especially Americans, is that when it comes to UK rap and UK grime and UK garage, so any sort of UK rap, because there's loads of offshoots, right? There's grime, there's garage, there's all different offshoots of UK rap.
Drill. Yeah.
We have to be lyricists, right? We have to be good lyrically. And the reason why we have to be good lyrically is because we want your attention.
Yes.
We don't sell. We're not marketable alone in the UK. Yes, if we market to the UK alone, we can sell. But the demographics in America, the amount of people who are part of the culture in the US is just much bigger.
Yeah.
The marketplace is just much bigger.
Yeah.
So we know that we have to come correct lyrically if we're going to sell anything in the USA, right?
Yes.
So a lot of our artists are very, very good lyrically. I love the mumble rap. I call it the mumble rappers in America. We couldn't really have that in the UK.
Yeah.
It wouldn't work. So when I heard sort of Drake come to the UK and started to mimic and say fam and London and pick up a London accent within the first week, I thought to myself, I mean, at the first thought, I thought, I'm flattered. It's coming to London and it's picking up the lingo and acting like us and all of these things. But looking back, I'm thinking, hold on a second. Why doesn't he just act like himself?
Yeah.
What is this?
You could be yourself around the London artists.
Yeah,
Just
and
be you.
Just be you. There was one artist that came out first and foremost against Drake with regards to, let's say, cultural appropriation. Wiley.
Yeah,
right?
we call him the godfather of grime and garage in the UK.
Yes.
You missed out on that time. It was the most amazing time period. Literally, MCing, that is like the root of grime, garage, rap. And Wiley was a DJ, he created producer and an MC. You literally find out 5 minutes before, get to this venue, and they'd be going back to back for hours and hours and hours, non-stop, and we rap fast too.
Yeah, Wiley is, let's say, he's a pioneer in this country of urban rap.
Yes.
And the offshoots, like I said, grime, for instance. He was one of the pioneers.
Mm-hmm.
And he came out very, very quickly.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said Drake's a culture vulture. There's tweets you can even find, and I'll throw it up here, from years and years and years ago. And the internet cancelled him. We were not ready to hear that message. He was ahead of his time. Not saying Wiley always gets it right. No one does. No. But he was right about this. He gave us that warning because he understands music, real music, and the community and bringing people together.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And without quoting names, there's been talk around the artists that they don't really mess with Drake too tough because they've actually seen how he interacts with girls.
Yeah.
I'm not saying any artist names, but there are some artists who have said, you know what? I don't like the way he DMs certain females in this country, in the UK. When he came to the UK, he was still on that sort of vibe. So in terms of the UK artists, I think the feel is a lot of them didn't want to mess with him too much. Yes, you do want to have tracks with Drake, of course. But after a while, there weren't too many people that were queuing up to do so.
No.
And I think we're very, very clued up when it comes to cultural appropriation here.
Yeah, the British colonizers are all colonizers.
Mm-hmm. So, in general, I'll say this: UK, we're still gonna mess with Drake because, like I said, there's a lot of people in this country that are just not part of the culture that will not hear this, that will still buy his records. But if you're part of the culture and you're hearing this, you can't do this.
No.
And you can't do this.
No.
You can't no longer do this.
No.
And it is changing.
Yeah, it is changing.
Like I said, we've used the OVO store as an example. It is changing. The views are changing. Mindsets are changing. And I don't know what's going to happen if he releases something in this country. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a really interesting point. I don't know. There's a lot of movements, especially from a lot of women who have been saying for a long time that boycott Drake's music.
Yeah, I think a lot of women have seen certain things already before the guys do.
Because I used to fucks with Drake in the first mixtape, Marvin's Room, but the more I'm like,
I was going as far as to say it's a lot of men and the younger generation that are now just fighting for this guy now.
Yeah.
Rather than us mature heads that have been listening to hip hop for the last 30 years.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of young boys now who are, still trying to, but Drake gets more girls than Kendrick. Drake gets more girls than Kendrick.
That shouldn't be currency.
Why do you feel happy that the guy that you're listening to gets more girls than another guy? How does that translate to your happiness? And your life? No. That means you're vicariously living through this guy. That's what it means. And like I said, this song it's Drake's trauma. Drake is probably like after listening to this song, sitting in the corner, rocking, biting his nails, and scratching his.
I believe that.
If you guys have any more questions for us, please leave a comment below.
Yes,
that is a general feel about that's a general feel of the UK with regards to Drake. Leave a comment below, guys. Ask us any questions you want. And
let us know if we missed, because there's so much lyrics.
I don't think we missed anything personally. But if we've missed anything, if you guys want to talk about anything, let's have a conversation. Thanks for watching.
Ooh, thanks for joining, guys.
Come on, you taught Drake everything he knows.
Y'all ain't hear Drake on his first song? Tell me what's really going on. Drizzy Drake back in this thing already. That's Soldier.
Shit.
That's my bar.
Shit.
He copied my whole fucking flow.
That's Kiss Me Through the Phone.
He copied my whole fucking flow. Word for word.
Trust me, daddy.